historic Fort Scott, Kansas, to the campus of the Fort Scott High School and to the Tigerdome, the home of the Fort Scott Tigers. Tonight, your Fort Scott Tigers are proud to host the Bulldogs from Independence High School. Ladies and gentlemen, this competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. It is our hope that everyone will support and foster good sportsmanship. Your efforts in being a fair fan are expected and appreciated. Also be reminded that all USD 234 grounds are tobacco-free. Tobacco use of any kind is prohibited on all school and facility grounds 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Once again, welcome to Tiger Basketball. Enjoy the game.
Hi everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you once again as we are getting set for the boys game between the Fort Scott Tigers and the Independence Bulldogs coming up here momentarily. Thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV once again as, again, Fort Scott looking to get another victory themselves. So they come in at 2-10 overall, 0-4 in the SEK League. Independence is 3-8 overall. They do have an SEK League win, and that win was at Coffeyville back on January 7th, 49-48. Don't really have any context to exactly how that game went, but Independence was able to do something Fort Scott couldn't do in overtime. And earlier this week, actually it was right after that game, oddly enough, Fort Scott's loss to Coffeyville was on January 17th, so 10 days after Coffeyville lost to Independence by 1. Fort Scott went down to Coffeyville and took them to overtime and nearly pulled off the win themselves, but lost by 1. And kind of interesting, the score against Independence was 49-48. The score against Fort Scott was 48-47 in favor of Coffeyville. So a couple of close ones there, and Independence has played their share of overtime games themselves. They played lost by 4 in overtime to Wichita Collegiate. They also lost by 6 in overtime to Mulvane. Both of those were 70 scores, 78-74 against Wichita Collegiate, 77-71 at Mulvane. And then they also defeated Towanda Circle 76-64. That was all at the beginning of the season. Then in league play, it's been a little bit troublesome for them. As I mentioned, they're 1-4 coming in. They lost to Labette County by 5. They lost to Pittsburgh by 1. They beat Coffeyville by 1. They lost to Parsons by 3. And they lost to Chanute by 10. So they've had some close games this year, and they're looking to get off the schneid a little bit. They lost to Ottawa in their midseason tournament. I believe that was the Burlington tournament. But they lost to Ottawa, who coming into this week was undefeated overall and ranked number 1 in the 4A East standings. And lost to them 71-45, but then fell to Sabetha by 3 before defeating Labette County in what is a non-league game by 6. We will get a national anthem once again here, so we'll go ahead and
we request you remove your hats. Active and retired military
send the mic down for that.
keep their hats on and render a salute. The national anthem will be performed tonight by the Tiger Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Justin Robinson. starting lineups for our game tonight. First, for our guests, the Bulldogs. A 5'11" sophomore, number 2, Javen Colbert. And for the Tigers, a 6' senior wearing 0, Dub Chipman. For the Bulldogs, a 5'11" sophomore, number 3, Heston Smith.
So the Fort Scott Tigers, as you mentioned, coming in at 2-10 overall, 0-4 in the SEK League. Their head coach is Brennan Feeback, assistants Jason Young and Jeff Armstrong. They will go with what has become their normal starting lineup here tonight. 6' senior Dub Chipman, 6'3" junior Cannon Brown, 6'3" junior Tyler Anderson, 6'3" senior 6'3" senior Josh Wolhoff, and 6'5" senior Ty Marbury. The Bulldogs interplay tonight at 3-8 overall, 1-4 in the SEK League. Their head coach is Brad Smith, and they will go with 5'11" sophomore Javen Colbert, 5'11" sophomore Heston Smith, 5'11" senior J.D. Veely, 6'2" junior Kellen Lanning, and 5'10" senior Jimmy Bunyard. Fort Scott, of course, in their home white uniforms with the black letters, the red numbers, and red and black trim. Independence will be in the road black uniforms with the white letters, white numbers, and orange trim. Fort Scott, of course, will be going left to right across your screen here in the first half of this one. And we're just about ready to get things underway. Looks like double jump tip with Kellen Lanning of the Bulldogs. And we're ready to go. Independence gets the opening tip. And Colbert works it into the front court. Drive to the bucket there, and a layup is good.
Basket by Jimmy Bunyard.
By Jimmy Bunyard, and Indy takes the first lead here. Fort Scott just 2-10, but they have won 2 of their last 3, including wins over Colgan and Girard. They also lost to Coffeyville by 1 in overtime, lost to Pittsburgh by 5 here at the Tiger Dome. So they have played much better recently. As the first foul on Independence was taken there. Now Fort Scott will reset the offense. 18 on the shot clock as Dub Chipman drives to the lane. Now finds Ty inside, and Marbury able to hit the shot. Well, that'll tie things at 2 apiece here. Ball knocked away, but Independence able to get it back. There was a little runner by Bunyard. And now loose. We got a whistle. And a travel is going to be called on the rebound for Independence. Excuse me. So Independence turns it over. Fort Scott gets it back. Now Dub is trapped there. He'll get it ahead to Wolhoff. Over to Anderson. And now he tried to pass it back out. It was deflected. And they'll say last touch by Fort Scott. It looked like it hit the bottom of the backboard and then touched some hands there. They say the last one it touched was a Fort Scott hand, so ball back over to Independence. Burt, here's a three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Brown for Fort Scott. Cannon into the lane, trying to back down his defender. Gets one over the top to Ty Marbury, who puts it in again. Ty has started to increase that points per game over the last few weeks. So Colbert with the three-pointer there for Independence. So that'll make it 5-4.
First team foul charge to the Tigers.
Yeah, it's all right. There we go. Shot here by Independence is good, as that's Jimmy Bunyard getting another basket. So now 7-4 Independence. And another Fort Scott turnover, so there's another three by Independence and another shot good, this time by Heston Smith. That'll make it 10-4, and the Tigers are going to take a timeout, try to make sure that things don't get too out of hand too quickly here, as Independence has come out ready to play here tonight. Chipman gets it across the timeline for the Tigers. Now over to Brown on the right side wing. Looks like a 2-3 zone for the Bulldogs. Here's a three-pointer from Dub. That one off the front rim, no good. Anderson puts it back up there, and that'll go for Tyler.
Anderson.
So the Tylers have all the points for the Tigers so far. Tyler Anderson with 2, Ty Marbury with 4. And it's a 4-point Independence lead again. Ball goes to Smith. Now back out to Colbert. Around to Kellen Lanning. Now shot inside. That one doesn't go, but a foul. And see, hopefully Ty's okay. Looked like he got.
Tiger foul charged to number 33, Ty Marbury's second personal
Hit
foul.
kind of high there, but they're going to call the foul on Ty instead.
At the line, Jimmy Bunyard shooting 2.
So Jimmy Bunyard will go to the line for 2. He's already got 4 tonight for the Bulldogs. The first free throw is a little bit short.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 34, Aiden Ogren.
So Aiden Ogren will check in, as he will replace Ty. 6'2" junior Marbury, or 6'2" junior Ogren. Second free throw is good, so Bunyard gets 1 of the 2. And that'll increase the lead for the Bulldogs back to 5. Anderson gets it across the timeline over to Brown. Now back to Tyler. Around to Wolhoff for 3. A little too strong. Now we got a whistle. Looks like a foul on Independence on the rebound.
Bulldogs Bulldogs foul.
Going to go on
Number
Heston
3,
Smith.
Smith, his first personal foul, second team foul.
Second
Charge
team
to the
foul
Bulldogs.
on the Bulldogs here in the first quarter. Ball back to Dub. Chipman drives in. Little layup there is good for Chipman.
Chipman for 2.
Love to get him going early in this one, early and often. He and Brown, the leading scorers for the Tigers coming into tonight. Three-pointer, a deep one. That one doesn't go. Rebound Fort Scott. Chipman right there. Up to Brown. And now a turnover back to the Bulldogs. They'll head back the other way. Layup there is no good, off the rim. Rebound taken by Independence, though. They'll get it back out and reset with Kellen Lanning. Now inside, back out to Lanning. And another missed shot for Independence. Fort Scott with the rebound. Anderson out front, now off to Chipman. Over to Brown, 10 on the shot clock. Now back to Ogren, back to Brown. Long three for Cannon, no good, but off the rim. Rebound chased down by Bunyard. Pass inside, didn't expect it. Trying to get it to Veely. Veely wasn't watching for it. Fort's got able to take it away. Chipman back to Anderson as they work against this zone defense from Independence. Saw a lot of man in Frontenac, saw some man in Girard on Tuesday. Trying to get back in the groove against the zone here. Three-pointer doesn't go. Rebound on the backside by Lanning for Independence. Ball handed off to Colbert. Now we'll go back to Lanning.
Timmy Bunyard.
Shot inside by Bunyard is good. It'll make it a 5-point lead once again in favor of the Bulldogs. Three-pointer from Anderson. Too strong. Rebound Independence. Up to Bunyard. Over to Smith, and the layup is good.
Passed by Heston Smith.
.33 seconds left to go in the quarter. 22 on the shot clock. So Fort Scott will have to attempt one more shot here. Five on the shot clock. Somebody got to do something here. Over to Brown. They lose it out of bounds. So back over to the Bulldogs here as they'll get a sub.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 10, Malachi Larson.
Malachi Larson also comes in.
Also in for the Bulldogs,
6'1" senior. Cayman Sprague, a 6'2" junior, comes in for Independence here. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Drive to the bucket. Now kick back out. Open three-pointer is no good, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with your score Independence 15 and Fort Scott 8. Take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com.
So the Fort Scott Tigers will start the second quarter with the basketball, trying to get some momentum here. Now, if you want to talk about examples, Fort Scott trailed Colgan 16-11 at the end of the first quarter back on Friday before a big comeback and win over the Panthers in the Frontenac tournament. So there is definitely still an opportunity for the Tigers here, and they're going to start it with Cannon Brown three-pointer. Got to get it back to a 4-point game here. Drive to the bucket. The layup is good by Colbert. And now an independent steal. Colbert had it, and then a foul as he went to the basket.
Tiger foul charged to Doug Shipman, his first team foul.
So Dub picks up his first foul.
Colbert at the line, shooting 2.
And Colbert will go to the free throw line for 2. And made the first one.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 4, Dexter Williams. He replaces Wallhoff. In for the Bulldogs, number 13, Spencer.
Dexter Williams checks back in. Or in for the first time, the 6'2 junior for the Tigers. He replaces Wolhoff. And second free throw is good there by Colbert. So lead back out to 8. Fort Scott trying to work against this Independence pressure here. Ball deflected, but Larson able to get back to it. Over to Dexter. He'll put one up there, and that's good. That may be his first point of the season. It is his first point as a varsity member.
Basket by Spencer Crane.
Spencer Crane able to get it back for Independence on the other side. He's a 5'9 junior for the Bulldogs in there at the moment. Brown with the ball out front for Fort Scott. Now over to Larson. Back to Williams. Dexter stops there. Now kicks it back around. They'll get it to Dub. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dub into the lane. Floater there. No good off the rim. Put back by Ogren. No good. And then the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Shipman. So it'll go back over to the Bulldogs. 21-13. Independence with the lead. And the basketball. Smith with the ball, now kicks it back to Lanning. Three-pointer on the way, and that one rattles home for Colbert.
Three-point basket, Jamin Colbert.
Got a whistle, and they're going to call a travel on Dub Chipman. Things have not started very well for the Tigers here in this one, but we'll see how they respond. We know they never quit. We've seen that from them on several occasions this year. They trailed most of the way against Girard on Tuesday, and they came back and won. So here's a whistle and a tie up on the rebound.
No ball possession to the Bulldogs.
Possession will favor Independence as they call the tie ball. 4:48 left to go.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 33, Ty Marbury.
And now Ty Marbury will come back in for Ogren. Pass. Nice job by Dub to get up and deflect that pass. It went right back out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs. But here's a three-pointer. That was blocked. Tigers didn't anticipate that being blocked. I think that was Malachi that got a piece of that one. He got a block against Frontenac the other night as well, and now a charge called.
Player control foul charge to Bulldogs number 13,
Spencer Crane.
First personal foul, first team foul charge.
Will pick up the foul.
Bulldogs.
First foul in the quarter on Independence as well. Fort Scott will get it back, working against this full court press. Oh, nice job by Williams. Missed the shot though. Came down, faked the pass. Faked out his defender, but then missed the shot. Three-pointer on the way. Goodness. Another deep three there by Colbert. And now a steal on the inbounds by Independence. And we got a whistle. And what are they calling here? Official was pointing at the ground, but I think he's calling a foul on Dexter Williams.
Dexter Williams, his first personal foul, second team foul charged to the Tigers.
Drive around the lane, shot there, doesn't go. Rebound taken by Dub Chipman. Fort Scott's got to figure out the press here. They do there. Head to Brown. Three-pointer on the way. That one's good for Brown.
Tiger basket, Cannon Brown.
And it'd be great if Cannon could heat up from out there tonight. Pass over to Colbert in the corner. He's got the hot hand for the Bulldogs. He'll step back, pull up for another three. That one doesn't go this time. Rebound chased down by Chipman again. Now we got a whistle here, and it looks like maybe a foul on Independence.
Bulldogs foul charged to number 13, Spencer Crane, his second personal foul.
That'll be the second foul on Spencer Crane in this game.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 14, Tyler Anderson.
Tyler Anderson will come back in as Dexter Williams will check back out for the Tigers.
22, Jimmy Bunyard.
Ball into the corner, three-pointer from Brown. That one off the back rim, no good. And then a foul over the back on Dub Chipman, it looks like.
Tiger foul charged to 0, Dub Chipman. His second personal foul.
That'll be the second one on Dub tonight. They'll leave him in for the moment. 2:42 to play in the first half of this one. Colbert brings it up the floor. Now hands it off. They get it inside, Independence does. Shot there off the glass, goes in. And that's Cayman Sprague with the points. 26-19. 2:21 to play. Don't forget, we've got all your halftime entertainment this evening. Just like usual, we've got what has been described to me as a dynamite performance by the dance team this evening, so you want to stay and watch that one as well. Pass deflected by Independence. Taken down the floor, and the layup is good by Jimmy Bunyard. He has 8-9 already. And the Tigers take a timeout, trailing 31-16.
Tiger basketball after this timeout.
Take a short break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So Josh Wolhoff checks back in for the Tigers here. So Josh will be out there with Cannon, Dub, Ty Marbury, and Malachi Larson. Independence has Colbert Smith, Bunyard Sprague, and Kellen Lanning on the floor right now. Pass goes inside to Brown. They get it back to Marbury. Shot blocked inside there. Ball loose. Taken back by Brown and then knocked out of his hand. And it'll stay with the Tigers here with 1:21 to play and 5 seconds on the shot clock. So Fort Scott will need to find something quick here. Inbounds, they'll get it to Larson. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Dub puts one up at the horn, doesn't go. And that'll be a shot clock violation officially with 1:14 to play. The horn sounded before Independence took possession there, I believe, and so that's why they stopped the play. Ball back to Lanning. He'll drive down the lane. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound. Independence going to get lucky there. They tried to save it. They saved it off of Ty Marbury, who just happened to be standing on the baseline when it touched him. So tough luck there for the Tigers. Aiden Ogren checks back in for Ty Marbury. 53.9 seconds left to go in the first half. Now Coach Feeback is getting an explanation there. Independence, they get it in. Shot blocked from behind, but they get a foul on the Tigers, it looks like.
Tiger foul charged to number 23, Josh Walhoff, his first personal foul, fourth team foul. Jimmy Bunyard shooting 2.
So Josh Walhoff gets the foul there, and Bunyard will go to the free throw line for 2. He makes the first. He's already 1 for 2 tonight at the line. Makes the first one there. And 52 seconds left to go. Second free throw on the way. That one in and out, no good. Rebound out of bounds. And you'll say last touch by Independence. So Fort Scott will get it back here, trailing 32-16. And we got another whistle and a foul going to be called on Indy this time, it looks like.
Bulldogs foul charged to number 22, Jimmy Bunyard, his first
First one.
Third team foul charged to the Bulldogs.
First one on Jimmy Bunyard here tonight. He will check out as Ethan Small checks in. He's a 6-foot junior for the Bulldogs. 37 seconds to go. There's about a 1.5 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's a three-pointer from Malachi Larson, and he makes it there for the Tigers. So now the shot clock is turned off for Independence. Bring it up. It looks like Colbert's going to try to save for the final shot here. Passes it off to Lanning, and then he dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds. So it'll be Fort Scott basketball with 7.6 seconds to play. And Tigers get a bucket here, get a three-pointer, make it a 10-point game going into halftime. That could gain them some valuable momentum. We'll see what they do here. Hopefully they get a basket of any kind. Two-pointer will be just as good. Dub drives in, kicks it out. Larson for three again. Missed it this time. Rebound, put back by Ogren is in there. So that hopefully will give the Tigers the momentum they need going into the break as they trail now 32-21 as we head to halftime. Now we'll stay tuned as the dance team is coming up here in just a moment.
Basketball fans, welcome to the State Farm Shootout. Your two contestants tonight, Tegan Stiles and Emma Cook. We're going to get both of them a shot clock.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delena Beatty, nail tech and artist.
Sorry about that, hit the wrong button. We are going to get a little break here, though, because they've changed the order of the halftime just a little bit, so we'll get that change in just a second. So we will take a break here momentarily and come right back.
Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700.
For the Fort Scott High School Tiger Cheerleaders.
No, because I'm doing.
Ladies, your music is on. The Tiger Cheerleaders. And now to continue your halftime entertainment, welcome to the floor the Fort Scott High School Tiger Dance Team. your music is on.
Standing like ovation or business occupation. Tripping condensation, got
After a remarkable 22 years of coaching the FSHS system, Amy Drake is retiring. Amy, you have shaped countless young lives throughout your career, and we can't thank you enough for the dedication, passion, and wisdom you shared with us all. The memories we all made together will last a lifetime, and your legacy will continue to inspire future generations of dancers. Thank you, and we love you.
The Tiger Dance team, give a big thank you to Amy Drake, retiring after 1,000,000 years. At this time, Fort Scott High School would like to recognize our swim coach, Madeline Martin. Following the 2023-24 girls swim season, Coach Martin was recognized by the NFHS Coaches Association as the 2023-24 Kansas Coach of the Year for girls swimming. That honor qualified her for the next step, and we just got notice that Coach Martin was recognized as the NFHS Section 5 Coach of the Year for 2023-24 season. Section 5 includes North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Missouri, and Kansas. An outstanding honor for an outstanding coach. Give
couldn't get paid for it.
Not tonight.
I hadn't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Take care, Tony.
You too.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700.
So as we welcome you back, Tigers leading scorers in the first half. We'll try to go through these really quickly. Cannon Brown, 6. Malachi Larson, 3. Dexter Williams had 2. Doug Chipman, 2. Tyler Anderson, 2. Ty Marbury, 4. Aiden Ogren, 2. For Independence, they had Jimmy Bunyard with 10. Javen Colbert had 13. Heston Smith, 5. Spencer Crane, 2. And Cayman Sprague, 2. And now Fort Scott will start the second half with the basketball. Dub Chipman has it there. He'll get it across to the right side wing. Now ball goes inside. Ty Marbury. Ball deflected around, but taken back by Fort Scott. Josh Woloff had it for a moment, but now stolen back again by Independence. And a quick layup there by Jaden Colbert gives Indy the first points of the quarter. That lead goes back out to 13. Ball loose for a moment, now picked back up by the Tigers. Down low to Ty, shot doesn't go, but a foul. And Marbury will head to the free throw line.
Bulldogs foul, charged to number 12, Kellen Lanning, his first personal foul,
First foul on Kellen Lanning tonight.
To the Bulldogs. To the line, Ty Marbury shooting 2.
And again, Ty at the line for 2. So far this season, Ty a 36% free throw shooter, 36.4, but misses the first there. Second one goes in. So the Tigers back to a 12-point deficit here. Colbert hands it off. Now ball deflected and picked away by Brown. Ahead to Chipman. Dub, he can use that speed up there, lays it up and in.
Shipman, assisted by Brown.
Man, he would really love to get him going here in the second half. Just 2 at halftime. And he's done that a few times this year where the bulk of his points have come in the second half. Tigers need him to get hot here in just as we go forward here tonight. Drive down the lane. Shot is good there by Colbert. So Bulldog lead back out to 12. Pass goes down into the corner to Marbury. Back out to Brown. Just under 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Tigers trying to make a comeback here. Ball deflected, but Dub able to get it back. 14 on the shot clock. Still loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And we have a discussion by the official. I got a feeling one official saw it one way and the other official saw it the other way. And unfortunately, the guy who said Independence ball is going to win out there. So back over to the Bulldogs. They lead by 12. Drive to the lane. Shot there is good by Kellen Lanning. So that lead back out again to 14 now, 38-24. And ball batted back in the backcourt by Independence. And out of bounds, it'll stay with the Tigers. Fort Scott has really struggled with this Bulldog pressure here tonight. The way you watch them, you think, how can they be 1-4 in the league? And when you look down their record and their results, here's a three-pointer from Brown. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Independence. Ahead it comes to Colbert. Now drive in, kick back out. They get it there to Smith. Three-pointer on the way from the wing. That one goes for Lanning. And it looked like Fort Scott was making some inroads there, but now that lead back out, 41-24. Independence ahead of the Tigers here. Dub drives, kicks it to Ty. Layup is good for Marbury. He's got 6. That'll match Ty's season high with 6 points. Drive, kick back out. Bunyard drives in. Shot there is good. And ball knocked out of bounds. We'll say it was last touched by the Bulldogs, so it'll be Fort Scott basketball. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul.
Bulldogs foul. Charged to number 12, Kellen Lanning. His second personal foul, second team foul charged to the Bulldogs. Checked in for the Tigers. Number 10, Malachi Larson. He replaces Walhoff. In for the Bulldogs, Spencer Crane.
So Malachi Larson will check back in for Fort Scott. Josh Walhoff takes a break here. And another turnover for the Tigers. They just have not been able to deal with Independence athleticism so far tonight. And a layup good at the other end by the Bulldogs. And that lead up to now 19. Three-pointer on the way from Brown. That one rolls in there. Brown hasn't really gotten going yet either. That's it. He's only got 9 now. Here's a three-pointer in the corner, and that one is good by Colbert. So every step the Tigers able to make seems to be answered by Independence at the moment. Brown ahead to Dub Chipman. Now down to Malachi. He'll try a three. Got one in the first half, but misses that one a little short. Rebound chased down by Independence. Cayman Sprague comes away with that board there. Drive into the lane by Sprague, and the layup is good.
Kanan Sprague.
And now Fort Scott's going to take a timeout. 2:58 left to go here in the third quarter.
Tiger basketball after this timeout.
It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in a moment here on Duckbait TV.
If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura at Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617.
So 2:58 left to go here in the third quarter. Fort Scott trails this one 50-29 now. And again, a game that Fort Scott looked like they were making some inroads. They had cut the lead to 11 at the break. Started the third quarter here pretty well, but Independence has started to put their foot on the gas again here. It'll be Brown, Larson, Nate Cunningham for the first time tonight. He's a 5'10 senior.
On the break for the Tigers, number 1, Nate Cunningham. And for the
Dub
Bulldogs,
Chipman and
number
Ty
12,
Marbury, the 5 on the floor in white, to come out of the timeout here for the Tigers. Pass back to Brown. Over to Dub. He'll drive in, now kicks it back out to Cunningham. Around to Brown. He'll drive in, kicks it back out. Cunningham for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound taken there by Independence. Three-pointer here from the Bulldogs, and that one does go in.
Three-point basket, Kelly landing.
So either, now we got a whistle here. And a turnover for the Tigers.
Jax Armstrong, he replaces Cunningham.
Jax Armstrong comes in. He's a 5'8 freshman for the Tigers. This looks to be, and maybe not, because they've had some better competition as an inbounds play goes to Bunyard, and he makes it. And they have not had a lot of close games, or blowout games this year, and especially blowout losses. We've got a whistle here. And they're going to get a 10-second call. Tigers couldn't get it across the timeline in time. It has been a rough night all around for the Fort Scott Tiger boys this evening.
Checked in for the Bulldogs, number 13.
Substitution for Independence. The Spencer Crane comes back in. You look at the record and how Independence is playing here tonight, and you assume that this is probably the best game that they've had all year. And we got a whistle here, and the charge is going to be called. And not to take any credit away from them, they've obviously played pretty well. Kamen Sprague gets his first foul here.
Charge to the Bulldogs.
And again, they've had what probably amounts to a tough string of luck. They lost to Labette County by 5. Here's a three-pointer from Armstrong in the corner. That one doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Independence. They lost to Labette County by 5, Pittsburgh by 1, beat Coffeyville but only by 1, lost to Parsons by 3, and Chanute by 10. Three-pointer there. That one doesn't go, and the rebound knocked out of bounds by Cannon Brown. Nothing, absolutely nothing is going the Tigers' way here tonight. And the final, we'll call a foul on Dub here, and he's not happy with that.
His third personal foul, first team foul charge to the Tigers.
He thought he was getting hooked by Colbert. Colbert may have hooked him a little bit there, but I think there was kind of contact from both sides. Third foul, I believe, on Dub tonight. And now we got a whistle here. And it looks like another Tiger foul. This will go on Cannon Brown.
Number 11, Cannon Brown, his first personal foul, second team foul charge to the Tigers.
53 seconds left in the third quarter. Colbert will come out as Bunyard will come back in. Drive to the bucket, and we got a whistle, and it looks like another charge going to be called, and it looks like Ty Marbury's the one that took it again.
Player control foul charge to number 22, Jimmy Bunyard, his second personal foul, fourth team foul charge to the
Ball goes
Bulldogs.
back over to the Tigers. And that one, was it deflected out of bounds? It was by Independence, so it'll stay with the Tigers. They got to inbound it now right in front of the Bulldog bench. And get it into Brown. Ball ahead. Three-pointer from Larson. In and out. Rebound taken. Oh, that should be a travel, right? Yeah. He's looking for a foul, but he grabbed the hold of the ball and then fell into the Tiger player there. So travel on Spencer Crane. That'll give the Tigers the ball back here with 29 and a half seconds to go in the third quarter. Inbounds play comes to Brown. Over to Chipman, three-pointer on the way. That one will go in.
Three-point Tiger basket, Dub Chipman.
Looks like Independence going to save for the hold for the final shot here of the third quarter. Drive over, kick it to Smith. Now into the corner, three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go from Spencer Crane, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with your score: Independence 55, Fort Scott 32. We'll take a quick break and come right back. This is Fort Scott Tiger basketball on Duckbait TV.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com.
Tyler Anderson, number 23, Josh Walhoff, in for the Bulldogs, number 2, Jaden Colbert.
Fort Scott will start the quarter here with Josh Walhoff, Ty Marbury, Cannon Brown, Tyler Anderson, and Dub Chipman. And it looks like Jaden Colbert back in the game for Independence. Heston Smith. And lay it there by Colbert. And Fort Scott has had no answer for Javen Colbert here tonight. Ty Marbury able to respond with a bucket of his own there. Independence had their best quarter there in the third. They outscored Fort Scott 23-11 and lead it by 23 at the moment. Here's a shot. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken by the Tigers. And shot clock violation. Did they reset it when Fort Scott retook possession down at the other end? I think that's what Coach Feeback is asking. And now we've got two officials discussing with each other, and the third official is over at the scores table, and we're going to see what they come up with, because and now Coach Smith and Coach Feeback are both at the scores table as well, trying to get answers. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to the shot clock, whether or not it got reset. It seemed kind of quick, and they will put 23 seconds on the shot clock here with 6:42 to play in the game, and they'll give the ball back to the Tigers here. And a steal off the inbounds. And a hard foul by Dub Chipman. And now let's see, very similar to the Pittsburgh game here a few weeks ago. And they will just call a common foul there. Called an intentional foul on Dub in the Pittsburgh game, you might remember. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And one of those where it's been a really frustrating night for the Tigers. Bunyard at the line for two, makes the first. He has not made two in a row in his previous attempts at the line, but Malachi Larson will check in. Hayden Ogren will also come back in. Dub and Ty will both come out. And that was the fourth foul on Dub, so he may be out for a little bit here. Tough to lose him at this stage of the game. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound Fort Scott. Brown brings it up the floor and then gets it knocked out of his hands. Driving to the lane, shot there, doesn't go, but another Tiger foul.
Tiger foul charged to number 23, Josh Walhoff, his second personal foul. Second team foul charged to the Tigers.
Second foul on Josh Walhoff. And did the shot clock get unplugged maybe? Something got turned off because they're resetting everything now. Kind of interesting how some of that stuff works. I was watching a college game the other night, and a player dunked, and not super hard. It wasn't, break the backboard kind of dunk, but it was a dunk with some emphasis, and it pulled the cable plugging the shot clock on the backboard. And this college team actually had 2 shot clocks. They had the shot clock facing the middle of the floor, and then also the shot clock that faces each corner. Both of those came off, got turned off, and they had to go turn them back on. Kind of interesting, one of the workers for the college knew exactly where the plug was. They didn't even stop the game. He was able to get it plugged back in as the teams were in the opposite end on the next possession. So now it looks like everything's coming back up. This is one of those things that, you know, with the new shot clock, you've got extra things to worry about and think about now. And all of the CNC, in fact, well, we were at a bad angle in Coffeyville. I don't know that Coffeyville's did, but the other SEK League schools that we've been to, including Fort Scott, have the quote, college NBA type shot clock with the shot clock and the game clock on the clock together. So that's always a nice feature to have, and all of that has to get plugged in and taken care of. So it looks like everything is good now. Bub Chipman has come back into the game for the Tigers. Kellen Lanning will be at the line for 2 free throws, and we'll see how that iced him there as he misses the first one. Misses the first one. Second free throw is up. That one also no good. Ty Marbury able to get the rebound. Ahead to Dub, now to Tyler Anderson. Back to Chipman in the corner. Dub drives the baseline, puts one off the basket, doesn't go. Got the rebound, and now we got a tie ball. Fort Scott will retain possession here. .551 to go in the contest. And a steal on the inbounds play. Independence will come right back into the front court. As I was saying earlier, you look at Independence's record, but then you look at their results and you think, well, maybe they just haven't had luck that they're getting here tonight with some of these made baskets and some of the turnovers that they've had against Fort Scott here tonight. You look at the way this team has played against the Tigers here this evening. We got a whistle, and they'll get a turnover on Independence, so they'll bring it back to the Tigers here. But you look at the way that the Bulldogs have played in comparison to the way other teams have played against Fort Scott in the SEK. I think Independence was running away with the league standings right now. Sometimes matchups are different for everybody. It's, you know, Frontenac doesn't have a great record, but they have been a tough matchup for the Tigers this year. They're really long and lanky, and the Tigers don't have a lot to match that this season. There's a three-pointer for Cannon Brown, so he's got 4 threes now tonight. Drive the baseline, and his shot is no good. That was going to be on Ty Marbury. His third. Kellen Lanning wanted a poster right there, and Ty Marbury said, we're not having that tonight, at least not at the moment. Lanning does make the free throw. Second one on the way, and that one does rattle in there. 63-37. And Fort Scott will have this time Marbury will get an and one here.
Basket is good
Ty,
on the play.
definitely a season high for him now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 for Marbury tonight.
Charge to the Bulldogs at the line. Ty Marbury shooting one.
And free throw from Ty, no good there. Corner three-pointer for Independence doesn't go. Anderson grabs the rebound for the Tigers. And now we'll kick it ahead to Larson. Up to Anderson. Now back to Brown. Three-pointer on the way. Ooh, a ton of contact there, and they will get the foul eventually.
Bulldogs foul. Charge to number 12, Kellen Lanning, his third personal foul. Second team foul charged to the Bulldogs.
And that'll be 3 free throws coming here for
To the
Cannon.
line, Cannon Brown shooting 3 shots.
And the first one is no good. Second free throw is no good as well.
Checked in for the Bulldogs, number 13, Spencer Crane.
Spencer Crane back in for the Bulldogs. Cannon, a 67.6% free throw shooter coming into tonight, but missed the first 2 of these 3 here. The third one goes in. That'll get it back to a 23-point deficit for the Tigers. And we got a foul called on the Tigers here.
Tiger foul charged to number 33, Ty Marbury, his 4th personal foul, 4th team foul charged to the Tigers.
Shot short there for Independence. Rebound comes down to Brown for the Tigers. And now we got a whistle here, and they're going to get a foul on the Tigers, an offensive foul.
Tiger foul charged to number 33, Ty Marbury, his 5th.
And that'll be the
personal
5th
foul,
one for
5th
Ty, so he'll foul out.
Charged to the Tigers. Checked in for the Tigers, number 34, Aiden Ogren. He replaces
And Ogren will come in for Marbury. It's an offensive foul. It's a 5th team foul, so it'll put Indy in the bonus here, but it is an offensive foul, so no free throws will be shot. Now there will be free throws. There's another foul on the Tigers. This looks like it might be on Brown.
Tiger foul charged to number 11, Camden Brown, his 2nd personal foul, team foul numbers.
And Lanning will go back to the line where he just made 2.
At the line, Kellen Lanning, shooting 2.
First one is good. Second one too short. Rebound chased down by Independence. Then they'll kick it back out and they'll call a timeout to save possession there. 3:07 left to go, 64-40. So it'll be a 30-second timeout called by Independence there. So good chance for a break here. The Tigers, again, do not play a game on Tuesday. They will go to Altamont on Thursday next week and then come back home to host Parsons on Friday. Dexter Williams back in the game for the Tigers. Also Jax Armstrong back on the floor for Fort Scott. They will join Dub, Cannon, and Tyler Anderson. Nine on the shot clock for Independence here as they get landing with the basketball. Long three there, rattles around but does not fall in. Fort Scott saved it inbounds. They get it to Armstrong, now ahead to Anderson. Back over to Brown. He'll drive into the lane, shot there, doesn't go. Rebound, Independence. Looks like Nate Cunningham's coming to the scorer's table to check in at the next opportunity. Ball deflected by Dub, and he will take it away. Layup is good for Chipman. But there's a lot of time for the Tigers as they'll have 6 days off to sit and chew on this one. As they got another foul here out front. And things to think about, they'll have to go to Independence to wrap up the regular season. And Fort Scott needs to go down there to get a win to get into a sub-state.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 1, Nate Cunningham, also number 34.
Those will be things to think about, how to try to stop
and for the Bulldogs, number 22, Jimmy Bunyard.
This defense, and also Jimmy Bunyard, who has been just incredible tonight, and Javen Colbert, who has been even more than incredible. Now Independence will get their subs in the game here.
And for the Bulldogs, number 15, Ethan Small, number 20, Nico McCutcheon, number 25, Stanley.
Both free throws are good for Heston Smith.
And 30, Brock Sanders.
Independence will get 5'10" sophomore Reese Reichenberger into the game. Also, Ethan Smith back in the game. Nico McCutcheon, a 5'9" sophomore, comes off the bench. Brock Sanders, a 6'2" junior, comes in for Independence. They also get 6'2" junior Stanley Kowalski on the floor. Fort Scott will get some subs here as well. Jax Armstrong stays in the game. Nate Cunningham back on the floor for Fort Scott. Aiden Ogren also back in there for the Tigers. Leighton Johnson comes in. He's a 5'11" sophomore. And they also have Jackson Schaefer out there, a 6'2" sophomore. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Do they notice it? 2 seconds. Now a shot here doesn't go. Rebound, Independence. That's one of those things, too. You put some of these guys that play primarily JV into the game. JV isn't using the shot clock this year. So things that they may not think a whole lot about. Also, Fort Scott, hopefully there'll be a stoppage here in a moment because Jacob Adams is at the scorer's table waiting to check in at the next opportunity. He's a 5'9" junior, but there's only 29 seconds left in the game. And now we will get the stoppage there as the ball goes out of bounds.
Checked in for the Tigers, number 22, Jacob Adams. He replaces Aiden Ogren.
So Jacob played quite a bit on the football team this year, getting in the basketball game for the first time tonight. The varsity basketball game, that is. And they're not going to count the shot. As the foul there on the Tigers was on the floor. 17 seconds left in this one.
Charge to number 13, Leighton Johnson.
And Leighton Johnson will pick up his first foul. Free throws coming here for Ethan Small.
To the line, shooting 2.
First free throw for Small is good. Second free throw, that one rolls in there. And the tough night is just about over for the Tigers. Jax Armstrong will get it up the floor. Nice dribbling there by Armstrong as he, shot there doesn't go, just a little bit too strong, and the rebound is batted out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Tigers here. 9 seconds left to go. Cunningham to inbound. Puts it into Jackson, the corner. Around to Adams. They're trying to get him a shot here. Now back to Cunningham. He'll try a three. That one doesn't go. Rebound Independence, and that'll take us to the end of this one. Your final score, 68-42 in favor of Independence. We'll take a short break, come back and wrap things up. This is Tiger Basketball on Duckbait TV.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com.
Ready to turn your nails into a work of art? Hi, I'm Delana Beatty, nail tech and artist. I specialize in custom nail art as unique as you are. From vibrant designs to delicate details, I will do my best to bring your vision to life and make sure every set of nails tells your personal story. Get the perfect combination of style, quality, and fun with Nails by Delin at Spoiled Brat Salon in Fort Scott, Kansas.
If you need residential interior or exterior painting done or your cabinets refinished, contact the folks at Aura et Labora Painting Company, LLC. Fort Scott native Josh Regan is ready to help with your project, so give them a call at 620-288-6617. Patty West and Crystal Cowan are a mother-daughter duo selling personal and commercial insurance. If you need auto, home, boat, motorcycle, ATV, business, or commercial insurance, they've got you covered. Visit them at 3 East Wall Street in downtown Fort Scott or call 620-223-0700. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Mark, Dave, Jolene, Manda, and Tyler are ready to greet you with a smile and help with whatever you may need. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. If you're interested in helping us out at Duckbait Media, bringing more Tiger and Greyhound athletic events, become a sponsor today. Contact us at tonyabady@gmail.com, duckbaitmedia@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/duckbaitmedia. We're here to bring you the best of the Tigers and Hounds on youtube.com/duckbaittv.
Well, we welcome you back in for the final time here as the Fort Scott Tigers fall in this one. Final score 68-42 to the Independence Bulldogs, and they just did not have things going their way here tonight. Just a tough one from the start for Fort Scott. Let's run through your leading scorers. Cannon Brown with 13 for Fort Scott. Ty Marbury, definitely a season high, maybe a career high as well, as he had 11 for the Tigers this evening. Dub Chipman ended the night with 9. And then also Malachi Larson had 3. Dexter Williams 2. Tyler Anderson 2. And Aiden Ogren with 2. They also got Nate Cunningham, Leighton Johnson, Josh Walhoff, Jackson Schaefer, Jax Armstrong, and Jacob Adams all got in the game but did not play. All got in the game but did not score for the Tigers here this evening. They were out-dueled by Javen Colbert and Jimmy Bunyard. Colbert had 29 in this game to lead all scorers. Bunyard ended the night with 15, so he cooled off a little bit in the second half. Kellen Lanning also had 11, so 3 Bulldogs in double figures tonight. Heston Smith ended the night with 7. Spencer Crane had 2. Ethan Small had 2, and Cameron Sprague had 4 in this one for the Bulldogs. So again, tough one for Fort Scott as they fall in this one 68-42. It wasn't pretty, but it was a good win for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. And the girls' game earlier tonight, the final score there was 38-23. So I mentioned they didn't shoot the ball incredibly well here tonight, but they did get the victory and started off really well. They led 12-0 at the end of the first quarter and 23-7 at halftime. Things cooled off there in the second half a bit for the Lady Tigers, but they did get the win 38-23 tonight against Independence. But again, the Tiger boys lose here tonight 68-42. Again, don't forget, we've got a trip to Altamont on Thursday next week. That is the makeup for the snow out game back on January 10th. So we'll head to Labette County on Thursday next week. No game Tuesday. Labette County Thursday, and then back home against Parsons next Friday, February 7th. So plenty of time for the Tigers to kind of chew on this one and work on some things and get better. A good time to have a little bit of a break here. You had 3 games in 3 days last week in Frontenac. Turn right around and go to Girard on Tuesday, which was a really tough game for the Lady Tigers. The Tiger boys actually played pretty well and had a nice comeback at the end of that to win the game. But then a tough night here tonight for the Tiger boys in a pretty good night, even though the Lady Tigers didn't shoot very well at times tonight, but they did get the win over Independence, as I mentioned, 38-23, the girls' game tonight. So a nice break, a nice opportunity for a break for both of these teams as they try to work on some things. Get healthy. Abby Gorman missed the game tonight with an apparent leg injury, as we mentioned last Tuesday at Girard. It appeared she hurt her leg in a couple of sequences there for Fort Scott, so hopefully she can come back next week and be effective for the Tigers. So a nice chance to give her some time to rest and heal, and then just get the Tigers back to playing like they did in Frontenac and back on Tuesday against Girard. They just struggled tonight, and some nights are like that. Some nights you just you don't have it, and that's too bad. But just kind of is what it is, and how things roll sometimes. So anyway, tough night for the Tiger boys. Good night for the Lady Tigers. As we mentioned, they get the win tonight. So Fort Scott's Lady Tigers improved to 10-3. Fort Scott Tiger boys fall to 2-11. Tigers are 0-5 in the SCK League. The Lady Tigers improved to 4-1. And again, we'll go to Labette County on Thursday, and that'll wrap up the first round through the double round robin in the SCK League. So looking forward to that on Thursday. We'll have that one here tonight as well. Also, a huge congratulations to Avery Stewart and Blayton Terry, named homecoming queen and king for the Tigers here tonight. That took place in between the game. We should have that as a separate entry on our YouTube channel. So if you missed that, you should be able to go back and find that fairly easily. The homecoming ceremony, if you want to watch just the homecoming ceremony there that was in between games. And then a really cool deal here, and I'm a little bit biased because she's my mother-in-law, but it celebrated the life and career as the Fort Scott Lady Tiger dance coach. Amy Drake is retiring at the end of the season and or at the end of the year, and they did a nice little dance for her, an alumni dance for her that included the current dance team and as many former dance team members as they could get here tonight. So really cool deal there. And I know some people that have been working on that, my wife namely, that have been working on that for quite a while, and definitely surprised her, as you could tell her reaction there. So they achieved what they wanted, and that was a cool moment too. That was at halftime of the boys game here. So excuse me, goodness. So all of that, and so it was a fun night at times. Obviously, a tough one for the Tiger boys here this evening, but we'll get things going back in the right direction on Thursday as the teams head to Labette County. We know you have many options when watching the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers play, but thank you for joining us here on Duckbait TV tonight. For Paul Martin, who helped us out on camera tonight. My dad a little bit under the weather, and so Paul Martin helped us out tonight, so thanks to Paul for that. To all the Duckbaits back home and the ones here in the gym, most of my family is here in the gym right now. I see a couple of them running around dancing to the music here, but anyway, and to all of our viewers out there and our sponsors, thank you so much for tuning in and for helping us out here on Duckbait TV. We could not do this without you, and we do this for you. So thank you so much for tuning in and taking part of things here tonight. Thanks again for watching this production of Duckbait TV. We'll see you Thursday from Altamont. Good night, Kansas.